Hey, what's going on, guys? I am Spooks, and holy crap, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've done any form of commentary content on this channel, and also I've never done any commentary content with this VTuber model that I now have. I've used it on a couple streams here and there, but I also haven't streamed in a while, so that also doesn't help. But I figured, you know what? I'm itching. I'm scratching. I want to play some Minecraft. I want to do some recording. And I want to see how this goes. So, we're starting a new Minecraft Let's Play. And I know what you're thinking. How is this going to be any different from any of the other Minecraft Let's Plays I did where I recorded 3 episodes and then decided, I'm bored, I'm not doing it anymore. It might not be. Who knows? But, I'm going to try to do this a little bit differently than I do most. Back in the day and like as of a recent Let's Play from forever ago. What was it? Let's see. I would record constantly, like record, edit, upload, record, edit, upload, record, edit, upload, and just like pump out videos. And that was not good. I remember back in the day of one of my original Let's Play series, I would record, edit, and upload a video, immediately record, edit, and upload the next video on the same day, and I had no spacing of it. It was just like I was getting content up as fast as possible, faster than people could actually really watch it, and that wasn't good. So, the difference in this one is I'm going to be kind of recording throughout the week, or however long, mash it all together into one video, hopefully not too long of episodes, but we'll see how much content I get. And basically, I'm not gonna force myself to like rigorously upload like I used to. It's gonna be I'll upload when I can, and yeah, we're just gonna go with that pretty much. This is a pretty much vanilla world. I have some data packs in here, mainly the Vanilla Tweaks data packs. I always include these in my things, so like just some simple stuff will go down the list here, just so for a good introduction. I can still touch budding amethyst if I want to make farms there. I got the classic fishing loot. I got the mob heads, the fast leaf decay. I got graves on here. I'm not a huge fan of keep inventory just because it makes it feel like there's no risk. At least with graves, you have to go back and get your stuff. I have the slash trigger home, slash trigger back, slash trigger set home, all that. I might not use it. Basically, I have a realm that I play with some friends, and I took all the data packs that I used for that and threw them onto here. I might try to keep the teleporting to not even a minimum. I'm going to try to not use it at all because that's a little much for a single player world. I have this thing where you could get a thunderstorm if you throw a channeling trident up in the air. We'll see if I'm even able to do that eventually. I can make elevators. Enderman won't pick up blocks. I have it so I can make concrete in cauldrons. This is just a little debug thing. I might not even use it. Same with the rotation wrench. I probably won't use it because I also don't have the wrench resource pack. Added some effective tools for blocks that didn't have them. Gas won't grief. I keep creeper griefing on because that's the essential part of creepers. Wandering traders will be announced when they spawn. There's more CPA stuff. I can make mud and cauldrons. Ender chest will always drop without silk touch. Player head drops. Won't see that because, single player. Villager death messages. Painting picker. The dragon drops elytra. I could trigger this if I want to, but I have a minimap, so it doesn't matter. Husk will drop sand. I can combine elytras and armor. That's set home stuff. I have timber. I can bottle XP. Bats drop membranes. I disable phantoms. They're annoying. The wandering traders have new blocks and heads in their trades. Basically the Hermitcraft heads. I figured if I want to make some like statues and stuff like that, or need some like quote unquote villagers, I could get some heads from the Hermitcrafts. I could color my name if I really want to. Glass will always drop. Shulkers will always drop 2 shells and mini blocks. Along with some crafting tweaks here and there. I won't get into that too much because we'll be here all day. Along with that, I have some side mods. Obviously, minimap. Xerox minimaps just makes my life easier, so I know where I'm going. I'm going over here. I could already tell. Then you can see all the arrows and stuff. I wish I could get rid of these, but I can't. But that is basically inventory profiles next, which I will probably end up needing to configure a little bit throughout this as I realize my settings. I also have you can't see it because there's nothing in it, but I have like some HUD stuff. So yeah, basically just some like quality of life stuff and like inventory sorting. So that's basically that. I'm just gonna get going here. I always like to have the starter chest just to make life a little easier for myself. And then you'll see timber. Something to get used to is the sound. It could be a little loud. It should have been turned. I turned down the game volume a little bit in the recording so that it wouldn't deafen everyone. But yeah. So this is a purely vanilla world. This is 1.21.10, which it's kind of insane to think that there has been that many updates to Minecraft considering I started playing like release 1.0. I started playing release 1.0, started watching Minecraft way before that with Syndicate's let's play series, the Minecraft project. Yeah, just to kind of ramble a little bit while we make our way over to this village I can see on the map as a good little starting point. Basically, back in the day of Minecraft, just kind of a history of me. Oh, there's eggs. Yeah, a history of me when it comes to Minecraft. I was watching Minecraft with Syndicate and Yogscast and, you know, the OG Minecraft players, and just fell in love with the game, but didn't really have a way to play it. I didn't have a good laptop or anything, which of course back in the day you didn't need a extremely beefy laptop. But it was also back in the day online gaming wasn't huge. It wasn't that big of a thing, and you had to get Minecraft from the Mojang website, which if you're a parent of a young kid that is just like, I want this online video game that's not like Xbox or PlayStation or whatever, because there was no Minecraft console edition at the time. And you look up mojang.net, you're like, okay, is this a legit thing, or are we about to give our credit card information away to another country with some scammers or something? So it took a lot of convincing my parents at the time to get me Minecraft, and I think at the time it was like not even like, it could have been like maybe $8, something like that, $10. It was Minecraft was cheap. Minecraft was on the cheaper side of games, but it was definitely didn't look the most legit. And after a while, I finally managed to get it on what I affectionately call my crap top, and I played that nonstop. I brought the laptop everywhere. Brought it to like my grandma's. I would set up in a room and just play Minecraft, and here we are. God, so many years later, and I'm still playing the game. Granted, on and off, a lot more than I was previously. Like there'll be some good stretches of time where I just don't even touch the game. But it is a game that I don't think will ever die to me. It'll never lose its magic too much. I think it's something that's always a good reliable fallback game to play. And yeah, it's a game I thoroughly enjoy playing. Every time I pick it back up, it's always fun for a decent bit. Not to say that I don't burn out of the game every time I pick it back up, because it does happen. I'm definitely more of a multiplayer player at heart. There's a couple games, story-wise, that I could actually kind of get through, and that being Pokemon is something that I've actually kind of been starting to enjoy playing the story of. I never really grew up with I grew up with Pokemon, but I had Fire Red for the Game Boy, and then I ended up having Emerald, I'm pretty sure, for the DS, and that was really it for Pokemon for me. I never got to I never went any further than that. My DS was the last handheld Nintendo system that I had. I didn't have a 3DS. I didn't have a 3DXL, anything like that. So I missed out on a lot of Pokemon until I got the Switch, and Pokemon games started coming out for the Switch. So I was able to start playing more, and I like to say, or not that I like to say, I like to I say all the time that, like, I can count how many story single player games I have finished on like one hand, which, because it's true. And Pokemon is one of the games that I can actually sit down and finish a story of. Like, it's just something, that I wish I grew up more with. I know I'm digging dirt with a sword. It's probably irking so many people. That's cool over there. So, something I have, a mod I have, two mods I have, Distant Horizons and the Zoom mod. Distant Horizons allows you to see further into the distance, but if you add the zoom, you could really see how they managed to do that with not full textures, just kind of the idea of the landscape over there. I think it's kind of funny. But, oh, hello. This dude's gonna annoy me. There we go. Let's go in here and steal a bed. Let's not steal a bed, because this is not where I can steal a bed. And I got 2 shovels. I'll have to go to this one down here. See if I can get into a... Do none of these have beds? Really? Alright, well, at least I got some food, so I could heal up here. Yeah, so one thing you'll see, you can't really see, which I could actually, if I go, I have to remember the button for it. Oh, I have this HUD here, and what I can do is I will actually move this over here so that my inventory, you could see, is right above my sword. So you could always see what's in my inventory. I just like that as a way that, like, I don't need to always open my inventory to see what's going on. Is this only gonna have 2 houses? I was hoping I would be able to... Oh, no, they're down here. Okay. I was gonna say, I was hoping I'd be able to just steal a bed from these. Oh, that's not the shovel. But yeah, so as I was saying, Pokemon is something that I wish I grew up with more in terms of actually... Oh. Well, that's not good. I'm gonna hide up here with you. I wish I grew up with more, but I'm gaining a... I'm not gaining a fandom. I already was a fan of Pokemon to begin with, but an appreciation. I'm gaining an appreciation for it more and more with the Switch games. Obviously, the recent kick being Legends ZA. I've been really thoroughly enjoying that, especially with how easy it is to shiny hunt in that game. That's one of the big things I enjoy doing in Pokemon is shiny hunting. And the fact that I hate these things. Climb up to that block, please. So I can actually hit you. Please. What is... I hate baby zombies. Jesus. Okay. Can I come in here now? I need to steal your bed for a second. Sorry. Yeah, so I love that I'm able to shiny hunt a bit easier in this game. In Legends ZA, I love the fact that I'm getting to experience Mega Evolutions, which is something I never got to really experience, considering Mega Evolutions were not a thing when I played, and then when they came out, I was unable. I didn't have the facilities or the technology to play it. So happy I'm able to now experience that for the first time. Do I have a bone? Can I get one? Ah, damn. Worth a shot. We'll steal this armor, though. Nice, nice. Okay, so yeah, that's a long ramble of just things. Like, incoherent thoughts, you know? One thing, so I feel like this is setting me up for a house right here, right? There's a pathway leading right to this wall, which is right where the door would be. I know it's technically leading up to this, but I mean, come on. I guess I'm doing a house here in this village. I haven't built in a village in a while. I know it's a cop out, but I mean, at least I'm not just taking over a house. And it's got some cool landscape around here too if I want to make some interesting builds, but at least for a good starting base, I can start around here. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just start digging out this hole here, or digging out this landscape, and go from there. I wish I had let me just do this. Oops. Wish I had more iron, but that's fine. We're going to start cooking up the copper, because I can make a copper pickaxe now, which, thank God they've added that. So, but we'll just start kind of digging our way around here. I am going to incorporate, like, this wall over here, so I'm going to go as thin into this as possible. And we'll just dig out a decent bit here, and we'll see what I can muster. All right, at least for a start, that's I feel like that's a good this is a good hole dug out here, because I want to try to keep it like it's jutting out, but also like I'll add some windows and stuff. I could tear away some of this, but I do want basically there to be some evidence that this is not just natural. So we'll just do like that and that, just to kind of mark a doorway here. And there's gonna have to be a lot of because the way I build, and as most of you may know, and there's another crafting change, more stairs. I do not go in with plans of my builds. I just build. I like doing that more because it makes it feel like there's like it could be different every time, if that makes sense. If I go in with a plan, then I feel like it becomes more of a chore, because it's like, okay, now I need to go get these I need to go get the certain blocks, and it's just not as fun. Whereas I like to build with the materials I have and try to experiment with different designs. Like, just even something simple as this, I think looks really good. I also have to remember, and something I can show, is I want to include these in my build. So if I strip these down, which I wish there was an easier way to do this, but it's fine. Strip these down and then do that. We have the new shelves, which I will use not only just as shelves, but as decorations. I know some of the blocks aren't going to necessarily match. Like, you can see my copper pickaxe, it's not the right textures. I am using DokuCraft, if it isn't obvious. It's one of the best packs. I believe it's one of the best packs out there. So it is definitely always my go-to when it comes to resource pack selection. And basically, the most up-to-date version of it is unfortunately not for the latest version. Oh, that didn't stay. So we just have to make do with what we got. And that is fine by me. So we're going to actually do that, I think. And then I can maybe cover that up more with like some dirt. I've never had this much like TPS lag for a single player world. It's interesting. Could be because I'm recording, could be just my computer chugging a little bit. My computer is getting up there in age. It's almost 5, maybe 6 years old. So it doesn't necessarily surprise me that it's getting up there. It's struggling a little, but it is Minecraft. So it shouldn't be having too much troubles. So we're gonna just dig that out, and I will build the windows how I think they should go. See that? Do this, and I can't. I should just do it from in here. So this, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right in the middle. We'll take this up. Do that. It's going to look a little flat for now, but it's fine. And then I think we're going to do this like shutters almost. So I think this will turn out good. I'm going to continue building, and then we'll see how things go. All right, so as I was building, I realized that it would actually kind of look better if I knocked back the wall a little bit. So it's still built into the landscape, but like I really like how this turned out. I do wish DokuCraft had stuff for this. It would probably make it tie in a lot better, but I take what I can get. DokuCraft is my favorite texture pack, so I have to go with it. Something I might do is I might grab like a campfire, make a little campfire setup out here or something. Just kind of liven up the outside a little bit. And something else I'm going to do, which I can show you what I've done on the inside for now. Definitely not done. Ceiling needs to be done. Just 2 chests for now, because I could easily just throw all this stuff in there. Also, all this loot, I just went into the village a little more. That's where all this came from. And I could just hit this button. It'll sort it roughly, so I don't need to really worry about that. But we're going to take this and make myself a stone hoe. And we're going to take all these potatoes that I have gotten. And we are actually, also we're going to take the 5 bread. Oop. And we're going to make a little farm, a little starter farm. Beds, not going to be here permanently. I'm going to be knocking back this wall. This is going to be where the hallway slash room opening is. I don't really have a plan for that. Like any of my builds, never have a plan. Just I spawn in, I build something, and then I'm like, oh, this can do this, and this could go this way, and this could go that way, and I just kind of make it work. But we're basically just gonna like take the path. That's kind of annoying that I couldn't see that. And not fully, just kind of like trodden path here. Come all the way over here, and I'm actually going to knock this back to kind of give a little more, ooh, coal. Give a little more room. And we also have some sugarcane that I can be growing, which is awesome. So my goal with this, obviously, and like anytime I play Minecraft, is to not rush it. Like, I could easily speed run this game and go try to get to the end as fast as possible, but that ruins it for recording purposes, because then what am I here to record? I have already beaten the game. So we're going to just take it nice and slow, and we're going to do simple things to start, like a simple little farm right by the edge, the water's edge. Eventually I can expand it if I need to incorporate to actually like make a farm, like build it. But this works just fine. We're just gonna go here, we're going to hoe up the ground and plant all the potatoes that I have. That actually might be too many tilled spots. I wasn't counting. It was not. I can afford 4 more. Just like that. I'll knock this back 1 more just so I have like a ledge. And I'll probably end up making some slabs or something. But yeah. This is all temporary. Like, this is very much not going to be the final farm. Sorry if you hear my chair squeaking. It's a very loud chair since I've last recorded. It's a new chair, and it's loud. Yeah, so definitely it's just something to... So I'm not struggling for food constantly. I will get some wood and make some torches. Oh, come on. So things aren't spawning like crazy out here. Oh, there's a crafting thing I added. Coal and the black dye. Just kind of save some time, even though I think I saw squids out here anyway. I could be wrong. I am wrong. Oh no, I'm not wrong. There's squids right there and there. So we'll just kind of light up the path a little. We will actually go back in here and grab the stuff for a fireplace. And then we'll take actually all that because I know have an idea on what I want to do. This, boop, boop, boop. Fireplace, or campfire, not fireplace. Let's see here. I do not have enough to do what I want to do there, but that's fine. It's a future problem. We will actually do this into... Oh, that's not nearly enough. Being so stingy with my wood. There we go. That's going to be too much, but I'll have signs for the future. So we're just going to center this up. Campfire right there. We're going to place some stumps to sit on, different directions. Do that one facing up. We'll do this one tipped over. We will do signs on the tipped over ones. I don't think they need the signs actually, so these signs were kind of a waste. I also kind of wish... Oh, you know what I can do? Well, you don't, but I do. We'll see how this looks. This could look horrible, but we're going to try it anyway. So I'm going to go and smelt up 3 of these. I'm just going to use these spruce planks. I should be able to cook all 3 in 2 planks, if I remember my smelting times correctly. Is it? I think so. I think I got the timing correctly. Come on. Yeah, I did. Cool. Boop. And I'm going to use the 1 iron ingot that I have. I'll go get more. And make this. And we're actually going to replace these, which means I need to replace that back there. We'll actually do this for back here. Stone cutter. And now I can make mini spruce logs. Not in my texture pack, but it's fine. Because now I'll back them up one. They're like actual sitting logs. And I could even, if I wanted to, throw them like that. I do think, though, I will save 4 of them and just do like that. Yeah, so now they're like little sitting logs around the fire. It's perfect. So that's another thing I added, as you saw, was the miniature blocks. They're really cool for these little decorative things like that. Eventually, I might replace these with glass. For now, I do kind of like this. I don't know why. I just think it looks more rustic than glass. More campy, if that makes sense. So, yeah, so far this is coming along. So basically what I need to do now is I need to go mining at some point, which I will not bore you with the mining. Unless I find something interesting, I will not bore you with the whole mining process. Oh, speaking of something interesting, we can head over there. Oh, that zoomed in way too much. I can't mine that gold block. Oh, let me sleep first before I get attacked by, like, everything. I don't know if copper can break gold. I don't know much about the copper tools. I can drop all this off because I don't need to carry this stuff with me. But what I will do, actually, is take this obsidian, because I'm curious. As I said, I'm not going to speed run. I might be speed running a little. You cool with me? You're cool. Okay. I won't kill you if you are fine with me. That zombie's not. The zombie's dead now. Hey, little fox. Hello, dude. Got all the... This is actually a pretty decent seed. I need to turn off the clouds, because with the Farsight, it doesn't really work. I'm not big on the clouds anyway. It just kind of messes with Farsight, because that stuff isn't technically loaded in, so the clouds go through it. But it's fine. We'll head over here. This was further away than I thought it was. But if this thing is mostly intact, might be able to do something with this. So there is a crying obsidian, which puts a damper on things. Take Frostwalker boots. The question is, does the obsidian connect down there? Oh, my Frostwalker. I was like, what the hell is happening? We will do a quick little check. These are going to burn, but at least they'll let me see. Alright, so we need one down there. So, how fast can I break crying obsidian? I think I'm going to be here for a while if I do this. So, I'll come back for that. So, I will come back. I'll come back to this when I have the tools to deal with it, but it's cool. I will just need to get rid of the lava, and then just 1, 2, 3, 4, which I have. So, now I can just run. Nope, forgot. Don't sprint jump. That's not how Frostwalker works. Now I can just run back home on the water. So yeah, things are chugging along, which is nice. Usually it's takes me a little bit to get to a point to where I feel like I could be going into the nether. That's not just like a scared of the nether thing or anything. It's just because I like to take my time. I like to enjoy the world. I like to it usually takes a lot more exploring than I did to find my home base, purely because I am very picky and I like to find something and then that I can really visually see a home in. But when I saw this pathway leading right to a flat wall, I was like, okay, it's kind of calling to me. And I have a village to mess around with, which is awesome. So let me go ahead and put some of this stuff away. And now I think my next job, which I'm just gonna, this might be a waste, but actually no, I'm gonna do this. Once again, won't be in texture pack form, but it's fine. I could probably look up and see if they have the copper texture pack for it. I'm going to make my way into the mines and see if I can get myself some more iron so I could actually, you know, have tools that last more than 2 seconds. And if there's anything interesting, you'll get to see it, but I highly doubt I'll find anything interesting unless I run into like a trial chamber or something like that. So we'll see. But yeah, this is already turning out to be a very pleasant experience. It's been so long since I've just done vlog style. Oh, I could get iron here if I wanted to. Not vlog style. That's completely wrong. Just commentary style videos. So speaking of interesting things, I still haven't gotten into the mines. I got a little bit of raw copper. There was an emerald back there, but copper cannot mine emerald. That, even though it looks like a colorful mess, is a mushroom island. And if I look at the map here, you can see it's not even loaded on the map, so Farsight for the win. But my house is just right here, so I have not gone far. And there's, so, to show you what I found, there's a swamp here. There's a snowy taiga. There's the old growth pine taiga, and like, so like the big trees over here. There's a birch forest, normal forest, plains biome with a shipwreck there, and over across the water is, oh, there's like a big beach here, so if I ever need sand, there you go. And then Mushroom Island. Way over there. So that's interesting. I also don't know what biome. That might be a savanna biome right there. So this seed, considering I spawned maybe over here somewhere, is, or I spawned maybe over here because I had to go this way. It's a decent seed. This is not like a pre-generated seed or anything. I did not look up any seeds to do this on. I debated it to kind of give myself a little leg up. But yeah, this is, wait. I just realized these are, I thought it was my texture pack. Blue eggs exist? I mean, I'm guessing that comes with the like mob color changes due to biomes, but I didn't even put 2 and 2 together that those were just blue eggs, like an item blue egg. So that's interesting. All right, well, interesting things happened outside of caves, not in them. So I need to find my way into a cave. So let's try that again. All right, so I went ahead and did my mining that I needed to do. And I also, as you can see, punched out this wall and actually made a room here. I'll explain kind of an idea with this in a second. But you can see I didn't get a full stack of iron, but I got a decent bit to finish out my tools. Had to actually make a second iron pick and gonna make a third here in a bit. And finish off my armor with the leggings. I also forgot to mention that this is one of the things I have is rotten flesh into leather, so that's extremely helpful. Makes life easy. I'm also cooking up some of the potatoes, so now I actually have a food source. I think on next harvest I will expand it, but for now I just needed food first. So my idea with this is to basically go off this way, and this way to make kind of different rooms, whether it's hallways that break off into different rooms or just 3 rooms. That is yet to be determined in my head. I still need to figure out what I'm doing with the ceiling, because ceiling is still just plain. I'll end up figuring that out eventually. But this episode, because I've been kind of editing as recording, is already longer than I thought it would be. So originally I was going to do more of this episode, but I think I will end the episode here and basically just pick up the next episode, continue what I'm doing, just expanding the house, expanding the farm. Maybe next episode we'll go to the nether. So we'll see what it holds. But thank you all for watching. I know it's odd to see me recording again, but you know, I had an itch. I wanted to do it. So I hope you all enjoyed this. My name is Spooks, and I'll see you all in another video. Take care.